and try to get your hands on as much money as you can. So you never have to worry about that.
Well, Fred, I want to know what your health tips are for anti-aging and well-being.
Exercise is very important. As much sleep as you can get, which is easier said than done, and be very careful of your diet. Everything in moderation is good. And I have found that the better you take care of yourself in your early years, it transposes to in your later years. So till you're about 30, and it's tough to do when you're in that age. Everyone wants to drink and take drugs and smoke and stay out late, but it catches up to you. But exercise and sleep is the most important thing, and try to get your hands on as much money as you can. So you never have to worry about that.
Hey, Fred, any tips about hormones, anti-aging physician? I mean, I work with the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine. Do you have any beliefs about restoring hormones to youthful levels?
I don't know much about it. I got a long lecture from a limo driver once in Canada about HGH.
Right.
It sounded wonderful. Now these athletes are taking it, and I guess I think it sounds very tempting. There's something there. I'd like to jump on the bandwagon, yeah. Anything that can make you feel healthy and reverse the aging process would be terrific.
Delgado here with Martin Landau, Alfred Hitchcock. Big programs you've been in. Cary Grant. Tell me about your favorite appearances.
I don't have favorite ones. I have current ones.
Yes.
I think IMDb says I've done 170 films, and I've done about 400 TV shows, so it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick a favorite from that amount of work.
What do you attribute your anti-aging secrets, your vitality, your ability to come to life on camera?
As the years have gone on, I've worried less about the future.
Yeah.
I'm going to be 87 years old on my next birthday.
Wow.
And I'm still doing it. As Adolf Zucker said when they gave him his 100th birthday at Paramount, he said, "If I knew I'd live this long, I would have taken better care of myself."
Do you feel that way?
Probably.
Very good. You're awesome.
So tonight we're here with Dr. Nick Delgado, expert on anti-aging and lifestyle medicine. And we've been learning from the stars what their favorite tips and tricks are for maintaining health, longevity, and their beauty. What are your top tips, Dr. Nick?
Well, I think it's really important to first establish the baseline. Everyone needs to understand what lifestyle medicine is. And lifestyle medicine simply is knowing whole natural foods, eating sufficient amounts of fiber, which is loaded with vitamins and minerals, enzymes, fresh, raw, wherever possible, and minimally processed. That's one of the cores. Next, you got to make sure you're exercising. And then the power of the mind. You know, you got to really condition your mind to do the right things. Well, right now we have a program with 5 different aspects. One is success principles. I mean, certain things that we know are absolutely essential. You can condition your body to get into deep levels of sleep at not just at theta, which is a relaxed hypnotic state where you're able to learn and absorb a lot of information, but delta, where you go into deep quality sleep, REM sleep, where you dream state, where you're really rejuvenating. That's critical to good health. And one of the things is consistent exercise. You really can program yourself to exercise consistently and frequently and get really in the best shape of your life.
Wow. Can you train yourself to want to eat healthier or not so much?
Very much so. You know, I'm here at the Academy Awards. It's really exciting to be here. And I just came from a big lecture in Camarillo with a whole group of physicians and educated people that really follow a plant-based diet. So I was really excited, and they were really happy to hear my message that you can get all the natural protein you need from whole plant-based foods. You don't have to eat meat, cheese, egg, or dairy product. Really, you can solve probably 16 of the 18 top killers in the country just by knowing how to eat the right foods, eat more fresh, raw foods, and that way you'll basically get enough protein. Your body, the intestines slough off protein, enzymes recycle, the body takes cells and recycles, so you get 150 grams of protein right there. So it's kind of insane that people are saying you need 2 grams of protein per body weight, per pound of body weight, when in reality, you only lose about 22 grams of protein a day, and that's all you have to replace. If you double that, the average person is going to get more than enough quality protein, so long as you spare it with complex carbohydrates. It's a protein sparing effect. So top athletes are going to learn about this if they're starting to fade with age. I've got some athletes here who are pro baseball players, some pro basketball players, and they still want to perform. I mean, that's how they make their living. So I'm here to help them out. Dr. Nick Delgado here. I'm here with Dr. Nina MD. I know you practice NLP and timeline therapy for yourself, and I assume you might use it for some of your family members or possibly some of your clients.
Yes, I absolutely do.
Very important, isn't it?
I think it is so important because really that the mind is such a powerful thing. And when you institute the timeline therapy, the NLP, the ability to overcome anything negative in one's life, the ability to move forward when we are hit with tragedy, I think is so important. And timeline that I practiced on my clients, on myself, has helped immensely.
What about hormones? Is there any age at which people tend to decline?
It is the decline in our hormones that is one of the leading factors in aging. And I'm not supporting that we try to, match the hormones that we were in our 20s, but definitely to bring a balance. And hormones is not simply by giving bioidentical hormones, and we know how in anti-aging regenerative medicine to give it safely, but it's also we know that through diet we can increase hormones balancing. We know that through exercise we can increase hormone balancing. We know that through certain qualities of the waters we drink, believe it or not, can bring our hormone balancing. So there are many other factors that come into interplay, but most definitely balancing of the hormones is the key secret of the stars. And believe me, I know. I practice here in Beverly Hills. And it is the decline in the hormones, is decline in their ability to maintain endurance, their energy levels. And one of the things which I think people just forget is that the number one biomarker of aging is loss of muscle mass. And how are you going to maintain that muscle mass? There's only 2 hormones that do it, and that is testosterone growth hormone. Cortisol doesn't do it. Progesterone doesn't do it. So there's ways through diet again, through exercise, through lifestyle, through bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, through nutrient therapy, many factors that we can replenish that. And we don't always have to be, I think it's going to be very passé in another 10 years to be doing, lasers and our Botox and our fillers, because we're getting biologics. Biologic and regenerative medicine is changing the future. And if you really want to empower a patient like the knowledge of an iPhone, you're going to want to empower them with this cutting edge medicine that's coming around.
So before very long, Botox might become obsolete, or at least used less frequently.
I'm going to tell you heard it from me the first time around.
Okay, good. And I know you do IV nutrition. You do a lot of advanced techniques, and it's really exciting. We're at a time in our life where a lot of people need this therapy, but they hear misinformation, and you really have to be with someone educated to really understand this. I'm with Dr. Bob Goldman, CEO of the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine. Give me 3 health tips that absolutely are essential for good health and anti-aging.
Exercise, plenty of water, and getting at least a few hours of sleep at night. Well, we both like to train. I'm fortunate recently that I was able, both my elbows, I had stem cells, PRP, and parietal cells injected.
Wow.
I've got full healing, and now I'm able to finally grow again like in the old days.
Yeah, I've had several injections, PRP and stem cells and different things. It's really here to stay. I mean, we know it's the future of medicine now. We have it available.
Sure. I was actually very surprised at how complete my recovery is. And then once you recover from that injury, you're actually able to grow again like when you were, many years younger.